still on the backboard.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
Here's the starting group for Houston. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. And it's Şengün in at the center, locking down the middle. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Van Fleet outside. On the wing, Brooks. Smith outside. Van Fleet outside. Shot clock at 6. Şengün with a screen on Young. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella's in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
Capella with a screen on Green. Bounce pass Young. Capella and the dunk by Capella.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Pass to Young. Here's the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Young's got 5 now.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
Smith outside. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. And that one drops.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Now, here's Bogdanovic. And he gets the bucket.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Smith. For 3, Van Fleet. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Hawks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Here's Young. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Hawks lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Alperen Şengün. Green is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then it's Thompson, and it's Shepard in at the points. So, RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
Here's Shepard following the basket by Trae Young. Pass to Şengün. Over Okongwu. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Now Daniels. Young pass to Okongwu. Here's Johnson. Now Reza Shea. Over Whitmore. And that one's good. Reza Shea. Reza Shea's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu, and it's Nance in for Johnson. And then for Houston, Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Green. Green comes in for Cam Whitmore, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. Now here's Thompson, still scoreless, and there it is for him.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And Alperen Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury. And one of Green's best attributes is that he doesn't really see contact. He will either go over it or through it.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block. Coach Ime Udoka said there are not a ton of true low-post threats in the NBA nowadays. Joel Embiid, Jokic, I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpie's had success against pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Here's Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And it's VanVleet with the ball for Houston. Trailing by 5. Brooks outside. Back to VanVleet. Şengün with the screen for VanVleet. Shoots over Rizachet. Up again. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks on top, up 3. It's time now to go. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Young and Bogdanovic are the guards. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Back to Young. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Bogdanovic against Green. Here's Young going inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got 9.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Pass to Şengün. 90 seconds now into the second half. Brooks the pass to VanVleet. Houston needs to get a shot off. Şengün with the bucket.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Bogdanovic against Green. Şengün with a screen on Bogdanovic. And Green gets it to go.
Green is just such a fluid and natural scorer, and he continues to improve his game.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Nance comes in for Johnson. Reza Shea, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Young. Houston also making some changes. Jeff Green is checked in for Jabari Smith. Cam Whitmore comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Okongwu with the screen for Reza Shea. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that one's good. Green.
So quick on the drive. When Green is slicing with confidence, he is hard to stop.
Bogdanovich against Thompson. Bogdanovich looking around. Okongwu with a screen on Thompson.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Rockets lead by 1. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. At the guard positions, VanVleet and Green. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. And it's Şengün in at the pivot, manning the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich, no luck. Houston in the lead. Smith kicks to VanVleet. Pass to Şengün. VanVleet against Young. Now here's VanVleet. Defense right on him. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brooks against Hunter. Pass to Young. And it's blocked by Şengün. Young against VanVleet. Young, good. Young's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Şengün with the basket on the assist from VanVleet. 8 points for Şengün. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys will see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. Count it.
And how about the leadership there from VanVleet, ready to put this team on his back and give them that crucial bucket.
Young against VanVleet. Lob pass to Capella. And stolen by Şengün. Brooks the pass to VanVleet. On the wing, Brooks. Covered by Hunter. Outside, Green. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Now it's a 6-point Rocket lead. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
VanVleet with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. VanVleet can't get it to go.
Can't afford any wasted possessions
down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
On its way from Young for 2. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
.11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, it has to be fast. They got to take the first good look they get.
Off the inbound pass. It's rebounded by Şengün. And now they foul and stop the clock.
His first. Team's third.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
A 3 from Bogdanović. No good. So Houston wins it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just